Welcome back to grsa Astronomy. Today we are going to talk about moon landing. A moon landing is the arrival of a spacecraft on the surface of the moon. This includes both crewed and robotic missions. The first human-made object to touch the moon was the Soviet Union's Luna 2 on 13 December 1959. The United States Apollo 11 was the first crewed mission to land on the moon on 20th July 1969. There were 6 crewed US landings between 1969 and 1972, and numerous uncrewed landings, with no soft landings happening between 22nd of August 1976 and 14th of December 2013. The United States is the only country to have successfully conducted crewed missions to the moon, with the last departing the lunar surface in December 1972. All soft landings took place on the near side of the moon until 3rd of January 2019, when the Chinese Change 4 spacecraft made the first landing on the far side of the moon. A total of 12 men have landed on the moon. This was accomplished with 2 US pilots astronauts flying a lunar module on each of 6 NASA missions across a 41-month period starting 20 July 1969 with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on Apollo 11 and ending on 14 December 1972 with Gene Cernan and Jack Smith on Apollo 17. Cernan was the last man to step off the lunar surface. All Apollo lunar missions had a third crew member who remained on the board in the command module. The last 3 missions included a drivable lunar rover for increased mobility. After the unsuccessful attempt by Luna 1 to land on the moon in 1959, the Soviet Union performed the first hard moon landing. Hard meaning the spacecraft intentionally crashed into the moon. Since then, 12 Soviet and US spacecraft have used break-in rockets to make soft landings and perform scientific operations on the lunar surface between 1966 and 1976. In 1966, the USSR accomplished the first soft landings and took the first pictures from the lunar surface during the Luna 9 and Luna 13 missions. The US followed with 5 uncrewed surveys of landings. The Soviet Union achieved the first uncrewed lunar soil sample return with the Luna 16. Indian Space Research Organization performed a controlled crash impact with its Moon Impact Probe on 14th November 2008. The MIP was an ejected probe from Indian Chandrayaan-1 lunar orbiter and performed remote sensing experiments during its descent to the lunar surface. The Chinese lunar orbiter Change 1 executed a controlled crash onto the surface of the moon on 1st of March 2009. The rover mission Change 3 soft landed on 14th of December 2013 as did its successor Change 4 on 3rd of January 2019. All crewed and uncrewed soft landings had taken place on the near side of the moon until 3rd of January 2019 when the Chinese Change 4 spacecraft made the first landing on the far side of the moon. Indian Space Research Organization launched Chandrayaan-2 on 22nd of July 2019 with landing scheduled on 6 September 2019. However, at an altitude of 2.1 km from the moon, a few minutes before soft landing, the lander lost contact with the control room.
Looks like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older.